Hi guys, Steve Girardi here. Welcome to Steve Strings. Today I have another review video for you. Today we'll be looking at the Aiersi SU-001C basswood soprano ukulele. Let's go ahead and go over it. As I said, this is a laminate basswood ukulele with a solid basswood neck. As you can see, this is very brightly painted pink. From looking at the headstock here, hopefully you can see that all right. This has a silk screened Aiersi logo on it. It has just sort of basic geared tuners here, open geared tuners, nothing fancy going on. This instrument has a plastic nut, 35 millimeters wide. It also has a plastic saddle. The fretboard on this and the bridge are both described as rich light, which is like a technical wood kind of material. You can see this does have position markers on the face, but no position markers on the player's side. The strings on this are described as nylon, not particularly branded. I did check the string action using my string action ruler, and the string action at the first fret is 0.25 millimeters, and it's at the first fret, and it is 3 millimeters at the 12th fret. So it is a very, very playable action. As you can see, this instrument is painted pink. And again, this is clearly a spray painted instrument. And I'm not sure if you can see this. I guess I would call this a matte finish. It is not shiny, and it actually has a pretty nice feel to it. I looked this instrument all over looking for blemishes or like finish flaws from the paint, because sometimes on some instruments you'll see like pooling of the finish or paint or specks or globs of something in it. I've looked this all over, and hopefully you can see this here as well, that basically this whole instrument has a beautiful uniform spray painted finish, which is that nice textured sort of a matte finish all the way around. You can also see that this instrument does have a rosette, and this rosette appears to be like a decal type of rosette. So looking this all over finish wise, the only I guess finish flaw, if you want to call it that, is right here at the base of the fretboard. You can see there's some overspray on the base of the fretboard. Plainly, when they made this, they basically put like tape over the fretboard and then sprayed it. And when you look at the sides, they then came and they basically put a painted dark line back along the edge of the fretboard to give it a nice clean look, which it certainly has. But you can see the paint slightly oversprayed there on the bottom. So if that bothered you, you can always take a razor blade and scrape it clean. For me, it doesn't really bother me. I should mention that the frets on this are smooth. Again, they are not sharp at all. From looking at the inside of this instrument, and hopefully you can see this here, this does not have significant glue squeeze out. There's a little bit of glue squeeze out going in, but it's not really untidy. This instrument does have kerfing on the inside. You might be able to see it there. It is not notched kerfing, rather it is like a strip of kerfing going all along the base of the instrument on the insides. I went and put my finger in through the sound hole to see what I could feel for bracing, because I could not see a transverse brace. And on the soundboard side, from looking at this, I cannot see or feel any transverse brace except for the relatively larger bridge plate, which is underneath of this. Now you can hear from tapping this, this is fairly resonant, and playing this here, it has some decent sustain for a basswood instrument. Now I found that some instruments tend to favor sort of one tone over another. And I'll let you hear this again. On this instrument, that bright note of the A string, it likes the A. And it has some pretty decent volume. All right, so you heard this a little bit during the intro. Let me go ahead and play it some more, both finger-picked and strummed, so you can get another sense of the sound of this. So there you have it. You can see that for a relatively inexpensive instrument, and I should say that when I checked 2 days ago when I first received this instrument, this was on sale for Amazon at $19.99, which is ridiculously expensive given the relatively good quality of this instrument. I checked today and it says that it is currently unavailable. I'll still put the link in there for you so that when it becomes kind of restocked, you'll be able to check them out. I should say, as a caveat to this review, is that Aiersi sent me this instrument along with a t-shirt, along with some other instruments that they wanted me to review on my channel. So I will be reviewing those over time here. I do not plan on keeping this instrument. I plan on giving these away to some local schools, but I did receive this at no cost to me for the purposes of review. So if you're looking for a cute little pink ukulele, maybe for a niece or your young daughter, this may be one to consider. It's not at all expensive, and it's actually a playable instrument with some pretty good sound and build for what it is. I hope you found today's review video of this Aiersi SU-001C soprano ukulele. If you did find this useful, please give a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of the instruments that I review or build, please subscribe. I'd love to have you come back and see more. Thanks for watching.